Hello there, good evening and welcome. This is Strong and Sassy here on your Superstation Joy 99.7 FM. First of all, let me say welcome back to my producer, Mirabelle, who I really missed. Thank you so much for all your hard work, Mirabelle. And my name is Anim-Addo. It's school fees week, so the brain is not working very well. But anyway, we're going to do our best. To all the parents out there, be strong. God is with you. It is well. Amen. Our children's education matters. For all of those of you who are tempted to just not send them to school, the flip side of that is keeping them at home, which I don't even know which one is worse. Anyway, this is Strong and Sassy, and no, we're not talking about parenting or school fees today. We're talking about insecurity in a relationship. So dating an insecure partner, and maybe another dimension, being an insecure partner in a relationship. So just insecurity in general. I'm hoping that we can kind of dissect that and maybe offer you a pathway to healing of some sort. Because insecurity sucks. It's a really, really awful thing when you have to question yourself and all of that. Anyways, to help me do that, without her native doctor present, today is Amma. Hi, Amma.
How does my name a native doctor find its way into one sentence? Like it's not.
No, you know the first time you came on this show, you and Abu were having a conversation. And you said you were threatening him or something. You were like, if you don't leave me alone or something, I will refer you to my native doctor.
Please, I was referring to that Ghanaian actor of blessed memory, Mark Jordan Amate. I was just please. I don't have a native doctor. Yes, I'm from the Volta region, but I have no association with the.
Well, anyway, that's the origin of why I actually say every time you come on the show. I think you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Because that just scarred me. The way you said it, it was like it was funny.
Native doctor, me, Jesus baby, like it.
Wow. Anyways, Amma Ablode, producer, director, actress, media mogul.
Amen.
Everything. Thank you so much for being here. We've missed you. It's been a wow. Okay, finish it.
Yeah, talent manager. I manage Benedict Sagafa. She's
an amazing actress. Okay. Wow. You should manage Aram too. She's trending. She needs a manager. And the
younger men.
I know the woman of the moment, trending on social media. And how are you doing?
It's not been easy.
It's not
easy to be
to be. How has it been? I mean, your video has really
hectic. I don't want to trend ever again. I need somebody else to say something or do something
so that you'll.
Yeah, but all I have to say about that video is some, not all. Some. That's all I have to say about that. And that's on period.
That's what you've been advised to say. To end it. Like, I mean, just own it with your whole chest. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so tonight we're talking about insecurity. Yeah. Have you ever been insecure?
No.
Never?
No. Like, what do I have to... okay. Why are you like this? I mean, I've never been the person in a relationship. Like,
I feel like
maybe
we should
manifest in different ways, but I think as we delve into the conversation, but have I been with some people that have been insecure? Yes, but have I been the insecure partner in a relationship? I don't think so.
I'm trying to find a definition.
Yeah.
So relationship insecurity means you're unsure and not confident about your relationship. It's a deep belief that you just aren't good enough for your partner, that you don't deserve love, or one of many other limiting beliefs that cause you to feel anxious. You may doubt your own value and have a low sense of self-worth.
Oh, wow.
So.
Wow.
Yeah. That is
because I always thought that the traits of people who are insecure in their relationship, they always put up this, yes, they're very defensive and they suspect everyone and they think they are so in love with you and you need to be with them. So they question your choices rather than theirs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then that also comes from, like, so from my history and understanding with people who have been insecure, it usually comes from some trauma that they are dealing with. So So if you're dating someone who has been cheated on or has some abandonment issues, and we're in the era of people where we are learning about attachment styles and all of those things, then they start exhibiting some of those characteristics of being insecure. But then it comes up in different ways. Like you're saying, there are people who want to know where you are. I have had some very weird experiences for someone who, first question is, where are you? And I'm like, so, and like Evans was saying, like sometimes when you try to do something about it, which we'll get into, to some people it's just worse, right? So some of those things can be when they always want to be together or want to do stuff together, and then some can be very jealous and
Why
possessive.
is it a bad thing in a relationship if you always want
But
to do
you
stuff
see,
together?
there are limits to it.
Why are there what limits?
I know someone who used to follow someone to their classroom. I know someone whose boyfriend came on the date that she was with us, her girlfriend. He was waiting at the car park. Like, who does that?
He wanted her to be safe.
What are we?
Well, yeah.
I mean, not necessarily from you, but you know, I feel like, I mean, we'll get into the insecurity thing, but sometimes, you know, with some of these examples that you're giving, I feel like we're creating a culture where being effusive or being loving, being extravagantly loving has a negative connotation.
Not necessarily, because I can be extravagantly loving. When I find someone and I really like them, I want to spend quality time with them.
Because to be honest, I mean, let's say you're with somebody and let's say you're going out with your girls, okay? And you understand this person. So maybe it's a new relationship or it's a relationship that you're building.
Yeah.
And maybe this person has some sort of trauma or maybe this person has been through certain things.
Yes.
And he says to you, look, I know you're going to be with your girls. I'm not in the place where I'm totally confident, maybe because I don't know you that well and I don't fully trust you yet, not because you've done anything, but because of me. So I would really like to drop you and wait for you and take you home.
That's fine.
Me, it's not fine with me.
You see? Because that's fine, because the person has identified what their problem is, and they have also come up with a solution that they think will help them. So for me, when you're dealing with someone who is insecure, you as their partner has to find a way to assuage their fears, not do things to escalate them. So we have other people who you would now be doing, like going out extra, doing all the weird things just to put that person in that insecure space or hiding it. But if I'm with a partner that has identified, which I feel like I'm kind of dealing with, for me, I don't have a problem with checking in and letting you know that this is where I'm at, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm with. You want to drive me, you want, just to make sure that we're handling that, right? But I've also been in a relationship where that became a lot. So I was dealing with someone who was insecure, and I felt like I was doing too much reassurance, like all the time. It was unsustainable. You either trust me, and especially if I'm not giving you reason not to distrust me, then sometimes it can become unreasonable.
Right. Amma, what do you think? I mean, first of all, have you ever been insecure in a relationship?
No,
Okay. Have you dated an insecure person?
I haven't, but I've witnessed a few of such relationships.
Okay.
And even just witnessing it was exhausting. I don't think I can I can survive anything like that. I know if I haven't given you any reason to be insecure, I don't see why you should. I am that person. When I'm in a relationship with you, I believe I'm an open book. Like, you have access to me, but of course you still have to manage it. The moment I realize you're having problems trusting me and I know I haven't done anything, I'll be exhausted dealing with you. I can't keep up.
But most of the trust issues that people have are not from you.
Yeah, so I'll give you room. But even if let's say I actually give you reason to start having trust issues, the moment I apologize and now I'm working towards it, I'll still give you some.
Yeah, but
grace
it
period.
depends on when
Probation,
you said
for you to recover.
No, wait. So wait, when you said if probably I do something that gives you trust issues, what kind of thing are you going to do to give somebody you love trust issues?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. If maybe I do something, this is what makes you start having some concerns. Ooh, I don't think I'm safe in this relationship anymore. Maybe she could cheat on me, or so. If I ever do something, maybe I withhold something from you. You find out later, and all these are based on ifs. I don't intend to do that. But if that should happen, I'll give you room. If you find out or I let you know, I'm going to apologize, and I'll know that for some time you'll be on an edge. But after some time, I'm going to expect you to let it go.
What's the
You
time?
can't.
What's the timeline?
I if it's just relationship, dear, maybe I'll give you 3 months. Yes, if it's just relationship, because I mean, time is going. You have to go past that so that we can move forward. So, I can't give you more than that.
Wow.
You need to move past, because within that period, I'm going to put in extra effort for you to know that, hey, you don't have reason to be concerned anymore. So if after that you can't move on, then maybe we should go our separate ways, because I can't have that hanging over me. No, you start giving me anxiety. I don't want that kind of stress in my life right now.
Facts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're dating someone.
Mm-hmm.
There are two angles to this. Okay, so maybe let me talk about, both of you have said you're not insecure people.
Yeah.
Have you felt some sort of insecurity at some point
Yeah.
in some of your relationships? And then tell me how you felt, and tell me why you felt that way. And then tell me if you feel like the way your partner treats you can either, create an atmosphere of security or insecurity.
Okay, so I'll go first, and then I'll give an example. So for someone like me, right, I have, in the past, I think it's better now, I used to have a lot of male friends. In fact, there's a place, I'll not mention their name, in this Accra, that if I'm going on a date, I would never take a guy there. Because every time I go there, I just meet too many people. I am those people that I go out even with my girlfriends, and sometimes they get pissed off, because then I have people coming to me, they're hugging me. So just imagine if I go there with a guy.
And now you're trending too, so...
Exactly, right? So it's ridiculous. And I remember I was talking to this guy, and one of my biggest fear was the first time we go out together, right? Now that happens, we go out to an event, and there's a lot of people. And I'm hugging people, but then what made it beautiful was he also knew people, so we kind of survived that. I was literally scared, because I was like, I've had a situation where somebody, I'd gone out, it was kind of like a date, but I was still working at the thing, and he stopped talking to me after. And then months later, when he got back to me, he said, when I saw how you were working the space, it scared me. And I was like, that's not something I can survive, because what's the difference between how you treat these people and how you treat me? So now I'm getting ditched for something that I did not do. I was just being me.
Okay.
You understand? So that is some of the ways that it manifests. Now, for me, also in the reverse.
I'm sorry, I asked you a question. You've answered your own question.
Yes, then let me come to the example that you wanted. I've found myself in spaces where
So this one was answer to what? This example was an answer to what?
An example to something else. Now, back to your question. I think that, so as a social butterfly / dragon, depending on the space that you put me, I have felt that some people are trying to
Who is the social... Yes, some more.
Stop. If you make me lose my train of thought,
Sorry,
what's
go
wrong with
ahead.
you? Okay.
Social butterfly.
/ dragon. Yeah, so I've been in spaces where, like, Charlie, sometimes you be dating some guy, they have two, like, they will have some people around them, and then you go like, who are these people? Like, brother, you make you sit back, then you remember who you are, you adjust your crown small, then you put your game face on, because you would never see a sweat in the streets, never. So I'm not
talking about when you're in the streets. I'm talking about when you're alone.
Oh,
so forget what you're showing to the world. I mean, but when you're alone,
I will ask you questions. For me, that's how I handle it. So maybe I handle it better, because if I'm around you and I see some females that I don't like, or I feel like somebody is being extra, who is this girl?
So if you're ever insecure, it's because of the presence of other females
and how you relate to them. Because one thing that I do, so as someone who is always in the presence of men and all of those things, I feel like I find a way to distinguish how I treat my partner versus how I treat other people. So if I feel like you're not doing that for me, then that can make me feel insecure, and then I'm going to address it.
Okay, Amma.
In terms of the definition you read, yes, I think I've had that feeling before, where I've wondered, are we on the same page? But anytime I felt that way, I actually ask you. Like, I don't keep it to myself. I'm like, hey, are we on the same page? Like, because I wanted that assurance. And once you say so, and I feel it within me, I'm like, okay, cool. But I don't drag it, and I expect that I don't have a problem with how you are. Maybe frolicking with other people. No, that's not my problem. I haven't had that problem. But if I should see something like that, maybe the only concern I would have is if I feel maybe there isn't a boundary or something. But that would have to be really a string, because hugs are not a problem for me. I don't mind that you have a female friend. Once I feel that my needs are well catered to, I don't mind.
Okay, so for you, the thing that makes you feel safe in a relationship is that your needs are catered to.
Yes.
So
and
once
communication. Just tell me.
Just tell you.
Like when I tell you that, I don't feel, are we on the same page? Like, are you feeling this as I'm also feeling it? I want,
I
like,
think
you
that's
to
a good
answer me.
question to ask, isn't it?
Yeah, and I do that. I ask.
Are you feeling this
Yeah.
as much as I'm
Are we
feeling
on the
it?
same page?
Yeah. And for me, I'll just add just what she's saying. Another thing that will also probably make me insecure, now that we're going by the definition that you gave, will also be if I feel like there's a lag in communication, which means that something.
Yeah, I hate that too.
Yeah, like there's that sudden, like,
Change. Yeah.
and then I'm like, it's been consistent. Right?
What's your communication? I want a phrase for it. The threshold in terms of time that you can go without communication. Because men are just like sometimes.
But you see, the communication is different. It's not. You see, some people's communication is like, we have to talk every day. I'm not big on that. I need to know you're alive. If
You're not that we have to talk every day, person.
no, we don't necessarily have to talk every day. I need to know you're alive so we can text. Like,
Yeah, I mean text talk.
yeah. So, but then if nothing for 48 hours, that's a problem. I need to know you're alive.
So your threshold is 48
so
hours.
48 hours with zero communication. Like, I'm
Yeah,
calling you, you're
there's
not
no
picking.
fight between us or
Exactly.
anything.
I'm texting you, you're not responding. I'm calling you, you're not picking. You're not, like, what's going on? Something is wrong, and I need to
48
know.
hours is fair.
Wow, you guys are really. Wow.
What is your?
You know,
like
for me,
4 hours.
it became
Like,
big 4 hours.
48
Oh,
hours, I mean,
no.
it's like a
I
lot.
think it's because my hands are full already. I'm too busy to
Yo.
be.
I
concerned
think
about
it's because you're
yeah. Because I think if I had I haven't had that many relationships, and even with a few, it's the most. I've had more single years than relationships
Together
since I
years.
became, and I think with the older I got with relationships, I started not fearing asking any hard questions. Like, I throw the hard questions immediately. I don't care about asking where is this thing going. I no longer want to ask, so what are we ever again in my life. So I would just go straight I would know what we are before we move forward. And then when we are forward to, from time to time, are we on the same page? Like, are you feeling this? Like, I'm also feeling it. I would ask from time to time, not because there's a real problem, but if there's something brewing so we can fix it early. Yeah, I'm no longer scared of hard conversations.
So I mean,
with
the
the
what
person I
are
want
we
to be with.
question? Is that usually? Do you feel like usually? I think women ask it more than men.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And do you
Unless the
think that?
guys who've been friend zoned.
And well, yeah. But do you think that women ask the what are we from a place of insecurity?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Wasn't expecting that.
Oh yes.
Okay, so then why are we asking?
We are asking because we need the reassurance. And also
Or the clarity?
Usually
And the
clarity is
clarity.
not even reassurance.
So
There's
people-
nothing to begin with.
Oh no.
So then why is
you're
it
giving,
insecure
you're
if
giving
you're
each other
asking?
you're giving each other so much, but you're not, you know that the conversation has not been had. You know you can't afford to be upset. You can't afford to say, oh, we've had an argument, I'm angry. You know, when you do that and you walk away, you are not going, if you don't call him back, nothing is happening again.
It
Yes.
happens in one-sided relationships.
Yeah.
Right. So that's
And that's when you ask, what are we?
Yeah.
Because if he asked you out, you said yes. You won't be asking
some people
what
have been
are we?
asking people out. That's another conversation altogether.
Yeah, but if
the
you
last
don't,
person
then
I was going to ask me out too.
if you're not
You have
asking,
to
then
ask
how
me
are
out
you?
too.
These days, people are going off vibes.
You know. But the thing is, it's not a. It might be going on, but it's not a norm. I think that with these things, okay, if you make it a requirement, you will get it.
I think
Absolutely.
clarity is very
Clarity
important.
It's very
is king.
important. You don't make that mistake. Oh, hey, know what you're
You
doing.
know,
I will not be the one to trade today. It will
You
be
know,
Amma.
no, I have a Bible
Aaron.
I have a Bible verse for clarity, right? Because God says, "I will honor my word above my name." So if you're a guy and I haven't heard the words,
Ooh, preach it, sister.
because otherwise, what am I going like? How
What
I know
are
you
we
don't have
doing?
anything to
Yeah.
hold.
Yeah.
Like you have to.
You can't get
What are
upset.
the words? Is it will you be my girlfriend? Will you
Yes.
be my wife? Will you be in
Ooh.
a relationship with
I
me?
like you is not enough.
Will you be I mean, you like me. Well, you like butterflies too.
Yeah.
You know, you could
You
like
like
the
water.
ashowers in Osu. Like you could like
Wow.
all sorts of things. No, do you know what I mean? You could like, and I think ultimately the breeding ground for insecurity is a lack of clarity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Complete lack of clarity.
Yeah.
Because then you don't know where it is, which is why this generation and the vibes thing
Yeah.
And when you
gets
have
to me.
And when you have clarity, yet your partner is very insecure, maybe they are a step closer to having a mental health issue. So you have to be careful.
No,
No,
I
seriously,
think-
then they go the next step. They're
I think
stalking
I
you,
think before
they are
we get
doing
to
so
the
many things.
mental health, I think that's a big jump.
Let's.
I think after clarity,
So many people are undiagnosed.
no,
though.
I know, but I think after clarity, there's probably, like Aram says, there's attachment issues.
Yeah.
So there should be self-awareness.
Yeah.
Because when there's self-awareness, then you're able to say, you know, hey. So for example, I anxiously attach. So if I'm in a relationship and you're an avoidant
Yeah.
or you're somebody who doesn't like to communicate,
Yeah.
I will be very unbalanced, you know.
Very.
I need the check-ins. I need you to say, and as you do more of that, I become more grounded, and then
Yeah.
I need it less.
I would also
And it takes less than 3 months, I would like to
Okay.
say, because I'm the other is
No, like I'm saying that if I give you reason to start being that, then I'll give you room. I'll give you 3 months room. In a
I
relationship,
was just that 3 months was just a joke.
No, if it's a relationship, then I'll just give you 3 months for you to come back.
Put yourself
to, Put
together.
yourself
Yeah.
together. Because this is relationship. I can't give you a year now.
And I think I would
You gotta
just say
get
that.
moving.
Moving.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with Amma on the moving. These days, time no day. Like, are we doing this or are we not doing this?
Yeah, but sometimes people need time.
No,
I
Debbie,
agree.
you'll go and get your time somewhere else.
Hey, okay.
Wow.
It's a limited resource.
So yeah, some people need time and some people have limited.
Some
resources.
people are worth it.
Absolutely. And so I feel like another thing that you can also do in this time is also get to know people, their backstory, some of their traumas, and then, like I said, the steps that you can take to help your partner if they're suffering from this situation. So if you know what the person's triggers are, you know how to tread.
Right now, their relationship is like therapy.
It's
You
therapy.
meet with
Oh,
certificates
wow. I think-
and
I
think-
mental health awareness
Now
to
what-
be able
now
to
I see.
navigate.
I think
Like
it's always
what-
been the case.
Now I've realized most of the time in relationships is that people you meet someone and you're dealing with hurts or trauma that somebody else has caused. So
yeah.
you've met me. I have not given you reason to be insecure. But the people that you've dated and the all the things that happened with your exes and stuff, I'm having to pay for, right? So I haven't given you reason not to trust me. But then because I'm going to work and I'm dealing with people and you are feeling some type of way about it, now I have to do this extra work because I care about you, to say, okay, then I'm going to check in if that makes you comfortable. If you want to come to this with me, then I have to put myself together in a certain way for you because I care. So let's not also be in the habit of saying, oh, this person has all this insecurity, so I don't want to deal with them. You can correct these things because you have the opportunity to set a different standard for this person.
So there's a
Aram.
quote that, sorry, before you come in, just to cement Aaron's point, there's a quote that I love so much. And it says, there is no greater drug for a human being than another human being.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I think gentleness is nice.
Kindness.
I
is
mean,
what
yeah,
I
you
call
know,
it.
kindness. If somebody met me, I would hope they would be kind because I've been through a lot. So if you're going to, you know, come and judge me like, oh, some 41-year-old person who's never been married has not da-da-da-da-da, you probably miss out on all the good things that are behind, you know, the walls that have come up because of very legitimate issues.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So,
And I mean, if you've been hurt as much as some people have been, they have reason to have the wall up.
yeah.
So if you really want to be with them, and you see what you also help if you're listening to us and you are the insecure person, it's always good that in the getting to know people, let them know
Why
what
you are the way you are.
Because if they know the backstory, they can be kinder. But then if you have all this wall up and you are acting crazy and give me your phone, why? I don't know what the backstory is. Because if you're giving me the context, then I know, okay, this is the issue you have. How about we do it this way so we can go on this journey together instead of just being...
I'm so sorry. What were you going to say?
but you see, you can't help people who don't want to help themselves. Sometimes you meet the
The
person,
voice of reason.
you
I
come
love
to
it.
them, you ask them, what is it? You are so patient with them. 2 years
Love
will
is
go
patient,
by.
isn't it?
2 years
Yes,
will go
2
by,
years will go
bro.
by, and nothing is changing. Please, if you are listening to us, this is not your sign to go back home. This is not the sign. Hold on. You had a reason for deciding that you're not doing it again. You need to, unless you know you haven't given the person a fair chance, then you might want to try it again. But even that, tread cautiously, so you don't ever say that you listen to advice here to do that. If they don't want to share, you can't help them. Even when they see a professional and they don't share,
there are a lot of
they
people
can't
that
get
need
the
to see
help they
therapists
need.
and deal with
I
their
think
issues
for as
professionally.
many people as can afford it, you should try and get therapy.
Yeah, I think so. Even if you think there's nothing wrong with you.
Yes, even if
Now,
you
a lot
still-
of times too, people use the word insecurity to hide other traits.
True.
Yeah.
Like jealousy, possessiveness, control issues,
Being
abuse,
abusive.
and so all of those things. So how, for you guys, if you met somebody that you really liked who seemed to, be a little bit insecure and was possibly showing some of these traits, what are the things that you would look out for to say, okay, I can deal with this, but these are the things, or when it crosses this threshold, these are the things I will not be willing to deal with?
Okay. So like you said, for me, one thing that helps me to identify these things is asking certain specific. I'm big on my questions. So I will ask certain questions. I'm big on knowing people's past. What happened? I want to hear your side of the story. I want to know what your triggers are. And then based off of asking those questions, and not in like a very abrasive way.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like when you have some of these conversations, you understand where people are coming from. I've met like someone who tells me that, listen, in my past this is ABC didn't happen, and sometimes I can come off as very possessive, but it's because this is the experience that I've had. So with that backstory in mind, then I'm like, and I really like this person. So it depends on if you like, because I've met some people who have something like, no, this will not work for me. And I realized that the truth is I didn't really like those people. So I was not willing to invest.
Yeah, when we don't like someone is
exactly.
yeah.
So I was not going to invest into that. But because I really like this person, we worked it out. So I don't mind the constant, just because I like you and I want you to be okay. Because I'm big on creating a safe space for someone. So if the person is creating a safe space for you in other ways which you don't have a problem, then why not create a safe space for them in an area where they have. That's the whole point of a relationship. It's a partnership. So if you get to know your partner really well, know the backstory. But like she's saying, if they don't want to tell you the backstory and they just want to be on their bad behavior, give me your phone. There are people who are dating, people who are tracking them, and then I don't know what the backstory is, and I've tried to check in and it's still not enough. Then no, don't do that. It's time to go.
Okay, for you.
And I think that sometimes you don't know how much you are willing to take in until you meet somebody and you are in love with them. Then you see yourself making excuses for them. You are willing to help them change and all. It's nice to be patient with someone. When she was talking, I remembered how, I did have somebody who was patient with me in the beginning. And this was not because of trauma from past relationship necessarily, but it was from trauma from me being so attached to other people's relationship problems. Yes, it was so bad. Therapy was what helped me unwind my mind before I could open up to get into a relationship. I was so involved, from dealing with lawyers to police, multiple people, and I didn't know the effect it was having on me until I suddenly realized how I've always had this negative mindset about relationships and fear, like deep-rooted fear. And it was therapy that got me to know that I had severe fear for letting a man into my life, because I thought it would take over and turn it into something else. So meeting somebody and the person was patient with me within that period for me. So I appreciate that. But if I wasn't working on myself, imagine if I wasn't working on myself, and the person would still be dealing with that version of me till, until when?
I think I get what you're saying. And I mean, it's like, I'm here as long as you are actually trying.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even if you meet somebody who is fine today and you get married, there'll always be one issue or another,
Yeah,
absolutely.
coming up. So what you really want, I think, from a partner is you don't have to be perfect, but you're trying.
Yeah.
You're aware of the fact that, okay, these are the issues that I have.
And I mean, another thing is we're just talking about jealousy, but then there's some people who are insecure when it comes to the career of their partner.
Yes, they're jealous of their partners.
They don't want you to succeed, and then because you're succeeding and they may not, that can be an issue.
They probably might even be succeeding, but you're catching up too fast.
Exactly, like you,
Because they need you to be dependent on them.
Yeah. I mean,
So like your wife has
yeah.
a PhD and you have a degree. You too, you know, when do your masters. Like, what am I supposed to do with you? You want me to not become a professor because you don't want to go back to school?
Or sometimes he's a professor and you're also trying to become a professor.
And he's like,
And
no,
he's like, why? There can only be one
professor in the house.
Why?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
another type of
Yeah, those are kind of like
yeah. And those
yeah.
are real.
And you usually when I think of insecurity in relationship, those are the kinds I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
The one that's tracking you. There's a tracker in your car. They are monitoring your.
That's
phone
like
calls
possessiveness and
yes,
jealousy and
those
obsession
kind
and
dangerous.
yeah.
Because you don't know when.
Yeah.
You don't know when what?
I will not. It's not
When
today.
they'll cross the
No,
line.
do the sound again. I like it. Like it was like a very, I like
when they're
that.
going to cross the line. So yeah, today on Teledman page on Facebook, somebody shared a picture. Her sister's shop had been burned down by her sister's ex-husband,
Wow.
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
they have kids together, and now the sister has lost the source of livelihood and doesn't know what to do. And I'm like, arson is a serious offense. But then again, I held back and I'm like, I know why she's posting there and saying they don't know what to do. Though everybody know what you should do, because you're thinking that's the father of my children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I watch him being thrown to prison?
Into jail. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know, but he's going to jail.
Yes, I agree with you. You have to go because the next thing he's likely to do is to cause physical harm to you. Look at what
that's
happened to the
extreme.
Olympic athlete
Yeah, I was
in
just gonna
Uganda.
say no, Kenya.
Kenya. No, she's
Uganda.
Ugandan. Her boyfriend was
The
Kenyan.
Kenyan is different. No, is it Ethiopian?
Her
who was
boyfriend
killed?
was Kenyan,
And
and
then
then she was Ugandan.
Uganda.
He
Poured
poured
petrol and
Petrol
petrol
and
on
set her on
fire.
fire. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then their kid even witnessed that they have a child together. Like, why?
Yeah.
So there are definitely some things that you should look out for that people mask with the insecurity
Oh,
thing.
absolutely.
So for example, if you're taking jealousy, if you're into personality traits or horoscopes or whatever, we know that some people are more
Yeah.
like, why are you saying yeah?
I know that story too.
Maybe besides Leo, I don't know any other one.
Leos.
Yeah, what have you done? Please, so I won't say the
I'm a
word
Leo
anything
too.
of
I
that.
mean, I don't know what
I
she's
don't know.
talking
I'm-
about.
I'm
but
Leo.
That is why people cannot say the truth. That's how you people are.
Say it, because
How are
I
we?
don't know any other
Attachment
one.
style, no, you're very,
How?
I will not trend. Promise. I'm on my best
Okay.
behavior.
Anyways,
But
the point I want to make, and I think what I really want us to discuss, is finding when the person that you're with has crossed over from the jealousy that is cute
To the
and the possessiveness that is cute to the this is getting
Not
dangerous.
very genuine.
I know Amma has said, the tracking, the monitoring, like phone calls and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and
being jealous of your progress, your career.
jealous of your
what you
progress
have.
and stuff. But I mean, in relationships, I feel like one of the major things that brings about jealousy is opposite sex relations.
Yeah,
So how you're handling other people.
True.
I've met a lot of men who seem to be unaware. I don't know whether it's a thing they intentionally do. They're unaware that this girl likes me, and so she's,
Oh, this matter.
it's a thing. Like most of them are like, oh, I don't know, she doesn't like
Oh,
me.
she's my
Oh, no,
friend.
no,
I
she
It's
just
because
my.
they are flattered. Like they like the fact that because you usually I think men do not expect to be liked randomly. They feel like they have to put in more effort.
Oh,
so
if
when
they
they're
are
like, oh yeah, then I'm nailing it. That's why
I don't-
a girl I
you
haven't
met
approached
the
is liking me.
squad.
Fine boys, please.
Oh no, well, besides those
Yeah.
ilk, sorry. Besides, oh no, I like fine boys. Like, maybe if you're handsome, that's a nice thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not really.
And so they
the
start
thing.
bambine with everybody
It's not
else.
really the thing. Like I said, I don't really have a
Wow.
problem with that. Not because I want my man being with any other woman, but no, I haven't had a problem where I'm like, you're cheating on me. No. I guess I don't even snoop to find out.
Yeah.
But if something comes to my notice, then I would pay attention.
You
to
see,
it.
but then there's also a class of women who are very intuitive.
Yes.
I am.
So we're going to come back and talk about intuition, the blessing or the curse of intuition when it comes to relationships. When we come back, we're just going for a quick break.
KB, yo.
Hey, KB, aka Kubeboga, now drives a Bugatti. He can even travel by road from Accra to London. Oh, wow. KB's source of wealth is agriculture. Yes, coconut business. After losing his bank job, he started supplying coconuts at events. Now, he owns large coconut plantations and employs many young people. Charlie, we all need to trust the process, because hope days.
There has never been a better time to enter into agribusiness. Take a bold step today with the Ghana Grows program, because every step pays. Ejuma Wokrom, Ghana Grows, Hope Day, an initiative of the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with Springboard Roadshow Foundation and Limehouse.
The political atmosphere is getting charged up as the general election draws closer. But which political party has the best plans for the entertainment industry? The answer to this and more will be provided at the 5th edition of the Joy FM's Showbiz Roundtable. This year, we are offering a platform for political parties to present your policy ideas on Ghana's tourism, arts, and culture. Dubbed the Manifesto Debate on Creative Economy, the program will air live on Joy FM and Joy Prime TV on September 14, 2024 from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Speaking for the NDC will be the NDC's parliamentary candidate for Okaikwe Central Constituency, Sadiq Abdullahi, and member of the NDC's Manifesto Committee, Rex Owusamafo. From the camp of the NPP will be the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Mark Okwekomante, and the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Tourism Authority, GTA, Akwasi Ajaman. This thought leadership event is hosted by Kwame Datsi, produced by Philip Nye, and powered by Showbiz A to Z, your most authoritative entertainment talk show in Ghana.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Let me see those hands, let me see those hands, let me see those hands, let me see them, come on.
Get ready for the biggest radio DJ challenge.
Okay.
Get ready for the Hits FM Hottest DJ, the Campus Edition. If you are a DJ from any tertiary school, then prepare. The Hits FM Hottest DJ coming soon.
Hello Ghana! Your favorite radio stations are back on TuneIn. Joy FM, Love FM, Adum FM, Asempa FM, and Ensure FM. All your beloved multimedia group brands are now back on TuneIn. Wherever you are, we've got you covered. Yes, Joy FM, Love FM, Adum FM, Asempa FM, and Ensure FM are back on TuneIn. So tune in to the best of news, music, sport, and entertainment from Ghana's top stations anytime, anywhere on TuneIn. Go to the App Store or Google Play Store to download TuneIn and listen to Joy FM, Love FM, Adom FM, Asempa FM, or Ensure FM to stay connected and entertained.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Hi, you're welcome back. This is Strong and Sassy. My name is Anim-Addo, and I'm here with Aram and Amma. So before we went on break, you were going to say something.
Oh no, I changed my mind.
Anyway, but the little things, the little signs, I think even when the person keeps after a phone call, who are you talking to?
Oh God.
Just those little things. I think
in the
that
first
one
place,
of
I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, wait.
We
There's
are
a point
Sabi,
where
our family, for example,
there's a point where there's
even
no,
my
it's not a
children,
big
when
deal.
I get off the phone, "Hey, so who are you talking to?"
Yes, but you see, I had something dramatic needs to happen for you to ask me who are you talking to. Me, if I talk to somebody that's really like, let's say we're in the middle of something, a phone call came and I had to answer. When I dropped it, I'm like, oh, that was so and so. Not because I need to explain myself, but I feel we were in the middle of something when the call came and I took time off to answer the call. Or let's say the call came and I had to leave there to go and answer the call. When I come back, like, who is that? That's the fair question to ask. But almost every time you answer a call, who is that?
Yeah,
No, I know you see, but if we are really concerned, I don't need to ask. Now will start telling me.
I even wish that when your phone rings, it will ring on my screen.
Hey!
It's the Leo thing.
No, please, I'm Leo, and I'm telling you, I don't do that.
I don't have to ask you because
should
it's
tell you
shown on my
horoscopes are not a
phone.
thing to follow.
Are you a July Leo and August Leo?
I'm August.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you see,
No.
horoscopes
And I
don't
think
follow
Amma
it.
is like
So
2 days. What?
I'm third.
Oh, okay. So 12. So anyway, whatever.
Okay, back to the conversation.
Back to yes.
Yeah, so I
back
think
to-
that in such instances,
But you see,
should still mark.
it's not
even
fair
that every
because
time.
that's not insecurity. It's curiosity.
That killed
No,
the
that
cat.
curiosity is what starts. Because why
And
are
so
you
you're
always
saying that
asking?
you can't
Every time I
ask
ask,
questions in a
you
relationship.
can. But every other time I answer a call, who is that?
Yeah, and what did
If
they
you
say?
really needed to know, I would just come
What
and
do you
tell
mean
you.
if I
that was
needed to know? Like
that was
the
Malik.
conversations I don't need to know about.
Yes.
You see, like you said, if we really had that gossip rapport, you don't even need to ask me.
We are building
Immediately I
this by
drop
me
the call, I'm
asking
like,
you.
oh my God, can you imagine what happened?
Maybe I don't really understand.
I would start spilling.
I'm not insecure, but I ask. And for me, it's curiosity. Like I ask. So
Hey,
so
maybe
who was
that will suffocate
Hey, so
me,
what
oh.
did they say?
If you keep doing
then
that.
we have the whole.
I mean, it's all fun and games to have your partner as a Sabe partner, but like, this is extreme.
you see,
anymore.
but why is it extreme? Because if it's me and I'm on the phone, I get off the phone and you ask me, I'll happily tell you.
But you see, Animwaa, don't tell her, okay? You see, people who say that their partner is their survey partner, they would tell you don't tell them things. As much as I want to gossip with my partner, I would still draw a line. I won't tell you everything.
I'm not telling you my girl's
tea. No. Because
I'm
you're
not
going to
what
look
he's
at
saying,
me in
yes.
that same light, whatever it
People
is
are
that
so
I tell
extra.
you.
So if you ask me who, let's say, I guess so. Let's do the role. So I get off the phone. So then ask me.
Animwaa.
Yes.
Who was that?
It was Aramo. They say, oh, so
What
what's
did she
up?
want?
She just was in it. She's fine, Charlie. Just the usual, But then it's like, okay, it's Aram. It's just the usual girl stuff. I'm not going to. But I don't see why. For me, if I ask you questions that you are being
Dodgy
about it,
answer.
then I'll be like, nah.
Suspect.
But you see, I will ask you that only because maybe there was some drama in answering the
Yeah.
call.
No,
You couldn't
the
answer.
call
If
is
it's
the
Aram,
drama.
and you couldn't answer the call right in front
What
of
if you're
me,
gone for like 2
you have
hours?
to step away.
Hey, bruh, what's
You have to
going
step
on?
away to answer a call from Aram that I also know. Then I'm fair. It's fair that
Because
I
me, if
become
I'm around you and
concerned.
my friends call, like, if the tea is not that serious, fine.
Hey, but
if it's
seriously
like,
speaking, I really think that if you are going to be asking me, I will be very upset. Like, I will feel like you are choking me. I will be very, very uneasy
not
around
every time
you.
I get a phone call.
Like,
that is
stop
okay.
it. Like, I'm maybe it's because I've been on my own for a long time, so I'm very used to my own space. And don't do that. Hey,
I don't know whether I come, and I really wish. Do we have time to open the phone call? Let's open the phone lines, because this is a question I want to ask. I don't know if I come from a generation where, and obviously, I got married really young, first time, 24, 25. And this is 16, 17 years ago. We in those times and in that generations when social media was now coming and phones where everything was very transparent.
Oh, okay.
Extremely transparent. So if my phone rings, my husband, him picking up the phone, hello, hi, oh, Annalisa, yeah, she's bathing, hold on. Names, Annalisa is on the phone. Okay, bring it to the bathroom. You know, that was the culture.
Not today. Oh, you pick a mechanic's call to be somebody.
No, but you
No, but I'm saying, so I don't know if it's a you know, a times thing where
I think it's also
we are so big on privacy, and
so many people are concerned about their partners cheating on them, or they are so possessive of the relationship they are in, their partner in the relationship. Maybe I will change my perception about this if I stay in a very long-term relationship where I'm spending a lot of time with the person, like quality time with the person for a longer time, then I will change. But for now, and the kind of relationships I've had, I'm not there yet. So maybe that's why. But I feel I've been in love, so it's not like I've not been attached to somebody. I felt attached.
I
to
also
someone,
wonder if maybe
but I still felt like you are your person and I'm my person.
Yeah,
and we
but I
come
am in
together.
your
And
privates
so
and
far, I
you're
don't
in
have.
mine. Like,
Yeah, but
what's
so far I
more?
don't have any reason to doubt what you're telling me. That's how I am with even my friends and everybody, family. You are telling me it's A until I see it as B. I'm taking your word for it that it's A.
Yeah. I don't want to
Yeah,
know
that's
who
how I
called you.
am. Like,
What do
actually, I don't want to stress my brain like that. Hey,
Wow,
could put it
I
to better
see.
use.
Okay,
and that's the truth.
What you don't know really cannot kill you.
yeah, but that's the thing. The what you don't know could actually
could
kill you.
That's true. But
Listen, don't be
like,
picking
I
a
need to
mechanic's
have
call.
some reason.
No. I wasn't saying that to say that we should pick people's call. I was just giving you a scenario of what was very normal
Yeah,
in
but
my
now-
No, but
20s.
I said Animwaa. Sorry, see, answering my husband's call because he's in the shower and the phone has
In
rung
this
twice,
generation, you
I don't
won't.
mind. I think that's okay. You should be able to do that. That's my husband, though.
Your husband, yes.
Or your wife, that you should be able to do. If they're like, no, don't answer my calls, and all,
another
then
insecure
I'll have
situation.
reason to think, why can't I answer your call? Because we are married. This is not boyfriend girlfriend crampo, no. If it's a relationship
Yeah, I've
that
shared
like
passwords down with
everyone
people, so I
knows,
don't know
we've
what the
posted
issue is.
each other, we've gone live, we've done so many things.
we've gone
Everyone
Going
knows.
live. Relationship goals, going live.
We need to go live
You
together.
know, we've done everything.
Wow.
Like when I said what I meant to say was like we've come out online everywhere. Everybody knows that we are really together. Even at that point, I think it's fair because all your friends know me, your family know me, my family knows you. We are just not married yet. Yeah, there's some lines still to be drawn, but some of the calls, for example, if I know Aram and Aram is calling you on your phone, I should be able to answer it.
I think maybe I need to go and relearn about transparency, and because I mean, for me, if I'm all in, I am like there's no
but
secrets.
anymore, some people get married and they still want to have wife's room, and they have a room they share together, but you still want to sometimes be like, it's okay, I love you, but can you go and sit on the other side some more?
I mean,
So you
that's
don't-
also a personality
Yeah.
thing. So I get
It's
that.
the personality. Some people want to spend all the time together.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah, again, it's a personality thing. Because you see, the thing is, if you're with someone and you believe that you're building a life with them, like, why would you want to do things with...
Maybe it will change when, like I said, I'm in a really long-term relationship where we are spending a lot of time together. So now, like, my time and your time is so in sync. We're living in the same... Maybe I'll
It's
feel
one
different.
life. Like, we're building a life.
But now, anymore, for like almost 9... This month makes it 9 years. I've been living on my own. So I guess that is what is making me who I am.
get that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me take a few of your messages before we go. Every human has a little bit of insecurity. It's part of what makes us human. However, some people exceed a normal threshold, which turns out to be toxic. Understanding yourself and who you're dealing with to better navigate. That said, a little bit of it is good because it's the people you care about and love that you'll feel that way about sometimes, especially when you don't see them. And if you don't care, then what's there to be insecure about? Exactly, that's an accuracy. Steve says, such a nice discourse. Insecurity in relationships can be very draining, especially the partner with NPD.
What is NPD?
Something
Narcissistic
personality.
Oh,
I mean,
disorder.
that's just a whole...
That's a whole situation.
All right. Okay, one more message. How do we handle insecure partners? So let's end with that.
Yeah.
How would you handle an
Assuage their
insecure
fears.
partner?
Like I said, have a conversation. The person says they are insecure. What are you insecure about?
Why are you insecure?
Why are you insecure? How can I help you feel more secure? And if you love this person, if it means the extra check-ins, if it's I want the password to your phone if you guys are there, whatever it is that will make your partner comfortable and help them to feel more secured, then do that. But then you also need to know where your lines are. There needs to be some boundaries, as in, okay, you want to be with me, you know where I am, but then do I have to share my location? Do you want to follow me to where I'm going? Like, where do we draw the line? And like, if you like am I saying, you can put some timelines to it. Like, I am going to give you the space or to let you in, but you have 3 months.
Okay, Francis says, Animwaa, you see the way you ladies are your own problem. Ladies have made relationship issues on the subject you are discussing what it is. You ladies make relationship with guys. Francis, you said I should read your message, but okay. I guess you're saying that we create our own problems.
Yeah, so I mean, do whatever it is you can to assuage the fears of your partner.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had a little bit concern. Like, maybe I felt like this has been going on for a while. We've been at this place for a while, and I'm looking at you. I want the conversation to change a bit. You should tell me that, okay, this is the future plan or something like that. I have been in that position where I felt like the conversation was not changing, so it made me a bit insecure at that moment. Like, whoa, because I put all my eggs in one basket. Like, it's not anywhere else. Everything is here. So it makes, whenever that happens, I'm like, should I move or not, or keep staying here? Because this is all I've got. So in those instances, I have felt that way. And I think even in the future, if that should happen, I would feel justified to feel that way.
Well, thank you guys for sharing your thoughts. If you're listening to us and you're feeling insecure, get help, get therapy. It's
ask your partner why they're insecure and help them.
And understand
but would they
them.
even accept that they're insecure?
I think that most people... I mean, obviously you're insecure. Obviously there's something.
No, I think that there's this negative connotation to being insecure. Like,
so
don't become defensive.
So don't call
like,
it insecure. You know, just what are your concerns or what are your fears? What makes you uncomfortable? What's bothering you? What's all of those things. And then except that self-awareness too is a problem, because sometimes people don't know what is wrong with them, and then the whole thing just becomes plain.
Like the guy said, chinchina.
Worst case scenario, give it to God. Shall I give it to God? If you can't find the word, speak in tongues. He'll make it clear for you why. This has been us, Strong and Sassy. My name's Anim-Addo. A big thank you to Amma and Aram for joining us. We'll be back next week, Wednesday. A big thank you to the team, Mirabella Bakes. And we'll be back next Wednesday. So stay safe out there.